everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, today I have a fun project to share with you. We are using the Shiitake Stamp Shiitake Clair stamp set. This is on the punny side, and it's all about mushrooms, or not, depending on how you look at it. We're going to do some Copic coloring today and color in some mushrooms and create a pretty simple card that will make lots of people laugh. So let's jump in and get started. I'm gonna pick out some Copic colors. Went ahead and stamped my mushrooms. These are the colors that we're going to be using today. I'm going to play some music while I color, and when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Once my mushrooms are all done, I am going to go over the top with a white gel pen and just filling in the speckles on my mushrooms with white. Okay, I am going to fussy cut these out, but I'm going to wait for my white gel pen to dry a little bit more, and then I'm pretty sure Simon has coordinating dies for these. Okay, so I'll fussy cut these out, and then while I'm fussy cutting, I'm going to take a die set from Simon. This one here is the mini Slimline windows die set. What this will do is cut out 3 rectangles, and then you have some greetings inside the rectangles. I just want to create some windows on my card. So I'm going to line this up here, just above this cut line. And what it's going to do is create 2 windows in my panel. I'm just going to tack it down with some tape here. And I will run this through my die cut machine, and I will fussy cut these out, and I'll be right back. Went ahead and die cut out this background panel, and you can see it die cuts out the letters here. I'm not going to use them, I just wanted to show you what this does. But I liked, if you have a rectangle die, you could do the same thing, but I like the shape of this rectangle. Mine were a little bit more narrow. So I'm actually going to create a window in this panel just like this, but you could put 2 rectangles. Just repurposing this die to create a couple of windows in my card. But I'm going to take this panel, and using my paper trimmer, we are going to trim some off of this side here. I'm going to trim 1/2 inch off. I'm going to use that 1/2 inch strip that we just trimmed away, and I'm going to place it in my stamping positioner. And for this card, we're going to stamp Let That Shiitake Go. I'm going to use my Simon Says Stamp, my VersaFine Clair, to stamp this, which I just love. Stamp this right on that strip. Lovely. And then I used a piece of Simon Says Stamp sea glass cardstock and put it on the front of my card base. So this is 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. What I'm going to do is take some black and white baker's twine. I'm going to add a little, this card's going to be pretty simple today, but I'm going to add a little extra texture. And on this left side, I'm going to wrap it around a couple of times. And I'm going to tie a bow at the top. I'm just going to make sure that this is centered. And then I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put foam tape behind here. Now I'm going to take my window and I'm going to add it so a little bit's peeking out on about 1/8 of an inch is peeking out on the right. Just kind of off centering it. I always like to do that just to do something a little bit different. I'm going to straighten up these strings. Now we're going to add our mushrooms. We're going to use some foam squares. And we're going to do a little tucking with these. Okay, we're going to add our greeting next. And you know what? I think I'm going to... We're going to add our greeting here, but before we do that, I think I'm going to stamp a sub-sentiment down here. I'm going to put here for hang in there. I'm going to put hang in there. This is an afterthought, so ideally you'd want to do this before you add your before you add your foam tape. But let's see if we can make this happen. I got lucky, but I think it's because I put foam tape all along the bottom. So that kind of saved me as far as getting a good impression. But I do suggest doing this while it's flat and before the foam tape is adhered. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my greeting. I'm going to tuck it under. Let's move this mushroom out of the way here. And we'll add this. There, and then all we need is a few gems. I'm going to be using Simon Says Stamp's Gunmetal Positively Dazzling Gems. Let's get some in here. Just keeping it neutral. I like to place them first, and then we will add them. I think the gray goes really well with our mushrooms. Lovely. We'll just put these back, and that will finish off my card project for today. Such a fun stamp set. Today we used a fun punny stamp set called Shiitake. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.